Okay, welcome to Retro Bikes Dublin, and this is a special bike. Not many of them out there. CT90 Trial 90 from 1972. Originally an American bike from, I believe, under the seat here, Wyoming. It was last registered in America in Colorado in 2020, which we have the plate for. You have your distinguishable kind of folding bars, but a little bit to talk about the bike itself is there's been a bit of an explosion of popularity in the CT Hunter Cope 125, the new brand new 2022-2021 models. And these are the original homage for that bike. So these bikes have gone ballistic. The CT 125 Hunter Copes are pretty much the bike that everyone in the whole world wants. At the minute, we get requests weekly. You can't get them in Europe. They're not Euro compliant. So the only way you can get them in is either importing them from Japan, the Japanese domestic market, which is very, very expensive and very hard to get. So this is the pinnacle of all pinnacle for bikes at the minute, it seems. The popularity is shot through the roof for these, and to find them in this original condition is just you know, it's not heard of. It's impossible. It's a really, really nice overall condition, running super well. You've got your nice single seat that's original from it. You have your, you know, everything is just so nice on the bike. You'll see in the visual analysis, but this is the bike to have. And you know, it's had 2 new tires, it's taxed, it's got the retractable bars, it's got the high and low box, and you know, it's got the rear rack, it's got reinforced front shocks and rear shocks, a bash plate, go anywhere, do anything. A lot of these bikes were used in America for kind of logging and getting from, you know, one place it's very difficult to get to the next when you're in the wilderness. So super cool bike, very, very popular. So you can see this one flying out quite quickly, but that's it for now. Let's move on to the visual analysis. So hello and welcome to Retro Bikes Dublin. This is a very special bike, hence why I have it up on the mound here. It got up there all by itself. It's a Trial 90. I did a bit more of an intro there, but I just wanted to show you it in its natural habitat. So let's go up to her, up this steep slope she got up, and look at that bike. That is stunning. Now I have to be a little bit careful here of the bike. Let me go into an ultra wide here and have a look at her visual wise up on this pedestal where she should be. Front tire is proper brand new. We have the alloy itself, the drum brake. This is the original of the original. Everything is original. The paint even on it is original. Excuse me, the only thing that isn't is the stickering that we put on, but that's because the old stickering was just gone. There's the engine. It has a high-low box on it. Rear brake on this right-hand side, as well as the up at the top on your hand. You have a hand rear brake on her. You've got rear pegs as well at the rear. You know, you've your reinforced front and rear shocks, up and over exhaust system. You have your, if you look in, where is it? It's in here somewhere. You have your vent for your air system, so you can go up to water up to about here in it. Here's your, let me just step down here. There's your left hand side of the bike here. Engine super clean. A Trial 90. Underneath here, let's have a look underneath the seat. Wow. You have your Wyoming inspection from 1977. We have an original American plate on the back as well, which is from 2020 in Colorado. 1972 bike, registered here. That's an original Honda new old stock gas canister for this bike, as well as the cap and the latching system. We have a main stand and a side stand on her. We have the original bash plate, which has seen some little bits of bashing. We have a little bit of damage up the front here, nothing too major. And we have the original headlamp. You have the retractable foldable bars from this era. This is a really nice bike. I can't stress that enough. And special bike. There's not many of them out there, especially in this kind of condition. And they really are all the rave now, especially with the new Hunter Code 125s coming out. You know, and we have tax till the 2nd of next year. So just freshly taxed. What a bike. Let's go have a little rip and a spin on her and enjoy it. And before we move on to that, let's move on to today's sponsor, which is us, Retro Bikes Dublin, and our brand new website. So we have just revamped the full website. It's got a couple of new features to it, as well as improving our current features, which is all about the images, the video, the description, the specification of the bike. Everything has been improved. You get your full resolution, so much better than the likes of Done Deal or any other advertising sites that we can go on where there's compression. You have a full video on every bike, as well as our 2 new sections, which are the service section and the trade-in section. So the service section works that you put in your bike, a few pictures, what you need done, and we get back to you straight away on a pricing. And basically, if we can price it, if it's a basic job of a general service, then yep, 100%. You can do a recommission, you can do whatever you want, and we get back to you straight away. It's an area for you to log into. The next thing is the trade-in center. So if you want to sell your bike, you can go in there, put in the description all your details of the bike, mileage, pictures, everything like that, even a video if you want, and we can get back to you with a price within the hour, we hope. So that's it for our sponsor, Retro Bikes Dublin. Log on to our website, www.retrobikesdublin.com. Thanks for watching. Let's go to the ride along. Okay, so we're on to the Trial 90. Wahey whoa! You'll see the block. There's the pictures of the bike up on the top of a big rock there, and I'll show you where it is. It drove up there itself, but that's it. Trial 90, looking really good. Let's turn her on if we can and kick her over. Okay, and away we go. All the faff done. Running and starting driving into second. There's the rock that we went up to get those pictures, and drove up there itself, which is pretty cool. Looks a lot it's a lot steeper in real life than it looks like on the video. And away we go. Now we're on the other gearbox, which is for climbing. We're in the normal day-to-day, where it says 80 kilometers on the speedo for the max. I'd say you'd be quite lucky to get that. You do have the gear indicators on the dash, or on the speedo there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 for the high gear or whatever, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the low gear, or the high gear, I should say. I'm getting that all mixed up, but anyway, 2 gearboxes, 8 speed, and we're flying up here. This is a sign of a good running bike. Very nice throttle response, brake feels pretty good. Well, you know, as good as a drum brake does feel, an old one that is anyway. And away we go. Real privilege to ride this bike. Brrr. I love the sound. And into fourth. And let's hey ho home. Well, that's kind of it. If you have enjoyed the ride along up until now, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could leave a like, a comment, and finally subscribe as well if you could. That'd be really nice. But everything working on the bike, super nice. I mean, super easy to ride. Nice sit-up standing position. Remember, this is a bike from the 70s. It's over 50 years old now, like over 50 years old, and it looks like this, drives like this, performs like this. Speedo working, everything working. You know, you really just can't go wrong. Let's look over my shoulder here, move into the yard again. So I mean, the bike is really beautiful. We had people looking at it even from the start. We said no, we're going to do a little bit of a recommission on it, clean her up, and get it ready before anyone sees it.